This thing is just comically large. Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 46 of Enigmatica 6 Expert. And as you can see here, I've been getting stuff ready. Today we're going to build, as you can see, the fusion reactor. I have pretty much everything ready to go. I think I have everything ready to go. I ended up making 64 of these. These are extremely expensive. If we have a look, where is it? Fusion reactor frames. They take this. I think the expensive thing is this, because it takes a supreme machine frame and some. These are not that too bad, but so to make 64 of these, I need 64 of these, and therefore 64 of those. So yeah, I had to upgrade a bunch of stuff to make it even feasible. So before I start building this, let's go through some of the things that I've done. First of all, if we go over to our stellar neutron activator, you'll see this tank is completely full. It took maybe a day, less than a day to fill up. That was like super duper fast. So yeah, this is completely full. And also our deuterium plant over here, also completely full. This one filled up even faster, I would say. The slowest part of this one is the mana production. So yeah, we could probably upgrade it. Maybe we could have a mana pool there and then two guys feeding into it and then feeding into this thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I need to upgrade it. So for now, this is what it is. In order to get this going at full speed, I had to upgrade. Oh, one other thing too. I made this little thingy here to shut it off when this is full. I think I probably won't keep it like this because I'm not sure actually what will happen once we start using it, whether okay, because the way it works, right, is it's based off this tank full flag here. So I'm just worried if it like toggles between being completely full and 1 millibucket less than full. That would make this circuit here flicker. So that would be bad because that would mean it would just drop things all the time. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. Maybe I'll have to change this out to be, if it's greater than some fraction or something like that, right? But in order to make the mana production fast enough, I did have to swap these out. If you remember last time, these were cloches. I had to swap them out for phytogenic insulators. Let me just have a quick... Oh, it's not nighttime yet? Okay. Yeah, these are much faster. As you can see here, this is with full upgrades, but I don't have any... you can add here fertilizer. It makes it even faster. I was using PhytoGrow, but then we ran out of potassium. So I think you can use regular fertilizer, this stuff as well. But I haven't done it yet. So far, this is plenty fast enough. The other thing I had to upgrade was our chickens. I thought our chickens were heaps fast and I didn't have to worry about it, but actually no. We did run out of chickens and I had to speed that up too. So that's what I've done. And it's like ridiculously fast now. There's just like a constant stream of chickens coming. And the way I did this was basically 3 spawners. These 2 are very fast. They have a maximum time of 120 ticks. So they're just like constantly spawning chickens. And actually now it's completely backlogged and full. So I might switch them off when this thing fills up because this is probably causing lag. I've noticed lag is starting to become a problem. Even though I'm the only one on the server, it's starting to get a bit laggy sometimes. So I might have to do some things to not do such wasteful things like have constant stream of chickens spawning. They're very loud as well. And yeah, this thing is starting to empty out. It's taking a while to fill up, so we could upgrade this as well. In fact, I could upgrade this to a Supreme black hole tank or something. That would give us a lot more capacity. but I don't think I really need to. And the thing that, so my dog has like survived for ages and ages. He's been really good. But I think I might have to spawn in some extra, wait, where is it? Where do they come from? They come from up here. Yeah, I might have to add some extra spawners for more wither skeletons or some other mob so that we could get more memory essence here, just to speed it up a little bit more. I just noticed this thing was getting full too. I should probably turn all of these off when I'm not here because, yeah, this is all like contributing to the lag that I was talking about. What else have I done? Oh, plastic. Plastic was another thing. So 2 kinds of plastic we needed quite a lot of. One is this kind of plastic. So I now have no downgrades here. This can go all the way up to 32 stacks. It's not there yet because this thing is kind of slow. But as you can see, I have lots of dry rubber, and that's because we upgraded our dry rubber production. So if we head out here, so there's a couple of ways you can make latex. One of them is by these arboreal extractors. Another one is using the things that we used here. They were the fluid extractors, but those slowly destroy the trees, and I didn't want to do that. So I found another way to make latex is, yeah, compressing dandelions for some reason. I don't know why. It makes 50 millibuckets of latex. So that's what I have in this little setup here. We have another phytogenic insulator, growing dandelions very fast. This one is using fertilizer, so it's quite a bit faster. If you take the fertilizer out, it's noticeably slower. But then it goes into a multi-servo press, which makes latex a lot faster than these guys do. So this thing now makes quite a bit of latex, and this is starting to backlog. I've also taken out the stack limiters here, so we have up to 32 stacks of dry rubber. So yeah, I think this is going to set us up quite well. I didn't need to upgrade this because this is the slow part is still the latex. This is the slowest part. Actually, this is technically the slowest part, I guess. I could make another one, but I think that's probably fast enough. What else have I been upgrading? This is the same as before. I haven't had any changes here. One thing I did do is the nuggets that we were putting into this machine, I've just started trashing them because it was getting a bit confusing and backlogging and stuff. So I've stopped getting nuggets. And the other thing was the other kind of plastic, which is the one up here. So this plastic was taking a very long time as well. So we used to make it down here. This is like one of the first things that we automated, if you recall. And this step here is quite slow. And you can't put any speed upgrades here. This is just as fast as it goes. It's very slow. So one thing I've done is I've made biodiesel with immersive engineering, and that's much faster. This is as fast as this machine goes too, by the way. But at least, oh wow, that's almost full. Yeah, so I've backlogged it into this black hole tank. I might upgrade that actually to be an even bigger black hole tank because I can. A supreme one, why not? Because yeah, having this plastic backlogged is very handy because it's very important for all of the stuff that we're making now. But yeah, the other thing that I've done is, you may have noticed, I was using immersive engineering biodiesel, and the way you do that is with a fermenter. Potatoes go in there, and seeds go into the squeezer, and then both of those two things, the plant oil and this makes ethanol, and turns into biodiesel, which goes into there. So at the moment, the slow part is the potatoes. I'm just growing them using one of these guys. I haven't upgraded it to a phytogenic insulator. I figure eventually it'll start backlogging, but it doesn't seem to be actually. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fast enough. I could always make that a phytogenic insulator as well. That would make it certainly a lot faster. Okay, there we go. That's a supreme black hole tank. That's going to go basically forever. It'll never fill up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make the fusion reactor. So I've already set up here these laser amplifiers. Oh wow, that's already full, is it? Interesting. So yeah, this one here is the one that we shoot in here to turn it on. I've got a couple of things already in place. The reactor glass, the laser focus matrix. The way I was thinking about this whole situation is this is going to be the SPS, what is it called? Something phase shifter. I don't even know what they call it. They just call it SPS as well. This is kind of expensive to make too, right? Actually, no, I can do that. I just need some more plastic sheets. So I've stopped that at 1200, but I don't think I need to make 64 actually. I don't know how many. These cobblestone is going to be the SPS casing. Anywho, yeah, so the SPS is going to go up here. This outline here is going to be our turbine. It's going to be the full maximum size, 17 by 17 by 18. It's going to go down instead of up. So it's going to be, this is going to be the top layer here. And then it's going to be down, all the way down to 18 blocks deep. I have enough space down there for it. And then we're going to have the reactor here. And I've set it up so I think we put an input and an output there. We want to make sure that we input and output the steam. We output the steam directly into here without any pipes, and then we input the water back into it without any pipes, because there are no pipes in this mod pack that are fast enough for how much water you actually need to run this thing. It's pretty ridiculous how much water you need. So we're going to have to do it by, having them touch directly. So that's what I think will happen here. I guess we'll find out if that actually works or not. And I kind of like the look of this too. These lasers whoa! You have to be careful. These lasers are being run off just a couple of solar panels. I'll hook them up to the output of the machine at some point, maybe. I don't know. It's actually going pretty good with just the solar panels. It actually filled that up already, so maybe I don't need to worry about it, and I think that's probably okay. Yeah, so let's put this thing together. I'm just going to build it by hand because it's not too big. So yeah, I'll be back when that's done. Okay, and then we put that there. Yes. All right. So yeah, like I said, the laser shoots at the laser focus matrix there. We have, this is going to be the output. No, the input. So this layer here is going to be where the, that's the wrong mode. I don't know what these different things mean. Anyway, so we put you back there, and I think yeah, there we go. So that's going to, that's going to be the input. So this is going to be where the vents are. And then this one here is where the input port is going to go. I think you can just have them right next to each other like that. If that's not possible, then I'm going to raise this whole thing up by 1 because I really want this to be level like this. I think that looks really cool. So we'll have to see how that goes. I might have to test that in creative first because I don't want to have to build this entire thing and then have to lift it up 1 block. Okay, so but to make this run, we need to input water and tritium and deuterium. So this is going to be where I do those 3 things underneath here. We have the ender tanks, which have tritium and deuterium in them. So let's get those guys going, and we'll get some... actually, I should be able to just put them like that, and then flip them around. I don't know how fast that is, because it needs to be quite fast. So that they'll be full right now. No, they're not full. Oh, okay. Maybe we can't do it like that. Maybe they don't work in the up direction. I don't want to put them on top, so I'm going to put some pipes. Mechanical. We'll do ultimate just to make it as fast as we can. Let's get them here, there, and tritium and deuterium. And let's get you pulling and you pulling. Okay, there we go. So, while I'm doing that, so let's see how that has affected the redstone here. Is that flashing on and off? No, it's not. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's already full, right? So yeah, it's very, very fast. And I don't know if that did anything. We'll have to try it once we turn the machine on, I guess. Actually, you know what? I just realized I made a mistake. This doesn't take liquid. It takes the gas form, right? So it's not even going to be empty. Yeah, okay. That was a mistake. Okay. So that's wrong. And that's wrong. And we have to convert these into the gas form in order to be able to actually use them. Okay, so I have some rotary condensators, condensators here, turning the liquid tritium into tritium and the liquid deuterium into deuterium. This is hooked up to our nitro reactor over there, so it should have enough power to go fast. I have some upgrades going. Okay, speed upgrades. And we're also making some energy upgrades to make these as fast as we can. So let's get this hooked up to here. And you hooked up to there. Oh, and it actually doesn't need to be pumped. Okay, that's good to know. So now we should have fuel. Yeah, we got deuterium and tritium in there. That's good. Now, in order to start the reaction, we need DT fuel in there. So I'm going to make... how do you make DT fuel again? A chemical infuser. Okay, let's make a chemical infuser. Infuser, which one is that? There. All right, that's going to be a little bit of work. So we might have to come back when that's done. But yeah, we're pretty much done here. I put a sink there to put the initial amount of water in there. This will put water in at the maximum speed of the ultimate mechanical pipe, which is not that great. Where is it? Ultimate mechanic, yeah, so 32,000 millibuckets per tick, which is way less than what we actually need, but that'll be enough to get the reaction going, and like over time, that'll get converted to steam and go into there, which will condensate it back into water and put it back in there. So over time, that's how we'll keep the reaction increasing, and it'll eventually get to some equilibrium where it's as fast as it can go. But until then, we have to get it going. So we also need this thingy filled up with DT fuel. So we need carbon, a metallurgic infuser. Okay, so let's get that going. There. All right, so once we got those machines done, then we should be able to get started and turn this baby on. Okay, I got another metallurgic infuser. I'm just going to put the enriched carbon directly here because I don't think we need that much. I need some gold dust. I think 3 is right, isn't it? Nope, okay, maybe it's another one. One more. I hope it's only one more, otherwise I'm just wasting time. There it is. Okay, there we go. I could probably put some speed upgrades in this too, but never mind. I don't have any of this hooked up to any sort of automation, so if I need more of these, I can just make more. Whoops. Oh man, I have to be careful with the teleporting. I'm going to end up in the lasers at some point. Okay, so then I can put that right there, and that should automatically make DT fuel. There we go. And that's ready. Okay. Now we put you in there. We have the fuel going. We need to set it to 26. That's the minimum rate for making steam. And then I have this thing set to 400. I think 400 is correct. Water cooled. Minimum is 26. Ignition temperature is 100 MK, which I think means 100 FE. I think. So I think that's what 400 will be more than we need. Oh boy. Okay, let's get our button. I can't place the button on top of it. I'm pretty sure in the old version of Mekanism you could place the button on top, and then placing it there is not going to do anything, so I'm just temporarily Going to put a stone there and then the button on top. And I think that should be enough to light it, right? Bam. No, maybe that wasn't enough. Oh, it was close though. Okay, maybe we need to make this 800 million. Okay, let's see if that's enough. I mean, I could just inject the entire amount in there. Bam. Oh. Why can't I see it though? That's weird, isn't it? Heat. So that should be the ignition temperature, but it's not igniting. It's making steam. Oh wait, maybe that is right. Is it working? I don't know. It's cooling down, but that's because we lit it, and that we lit it at a higher temperature, so I don't know if that's working. I can't see the animation inside, which is the weird thing. It should be like spinning around in there. Oh, I think I know what happened. The second time I lit it, it didn't have any DT fuel in there because this thing had been destroyed after the first one. So we got to put this back in, or put a new one in, I guess. And then press the button again. Okay, this will be our last chance. Okay, there we go. We got the animation now. And the heat is there, and it's not going down as slow. I think that's fine. And the steam is going to go up, and eventually it will run out. Okay, this is good. This is good. And then, yeah, these will eventually fill up again. I think it's nighttime. So if we need to light it again, we'll be able to in the future. That's okay. But yeah, so far it seems to be working. Okay, and I have it at the minimum injection needed for water cooling. We'll just leave it at that for now. Once we get this thing built, then we'll be able to have a go at the full, faster speed anyway. I think about 50 or so is what we will need. And yeah, it's going to make power, but not very much. And lots of steam. I hope it'll just void the steam. Otherwise, we're going to have to light it again. But that's okay too. We could probably do that too. All right, let me get this thing built. I have a bunch of turbine stuff already. This is not too expensive. The turbine casings are pretty doable. Like all of the ingredients for the turbine are relatively cheap. And that's good because this thing is going to be massive. I'm going to have to dig out a huge hole and build a massive 17 by 17 by 18 cube. And yeah, fill it up with everything. So let me do that and I will be back. Okay, this should be the rotational complex. I have everything out there built. And this is the last piece that we need to put in. All right. Now, so yeah, I built the entire thing. It was not that difficult actually. I also did a little bit of decoration, so I think it's going to look cool with the gap between them. Let me just get in here. The rotational complex goes there, then that goes there, then that goes there. Yes, we saw particles. Okay. So now this should actually still be working. Yeah, I can see the steam going down. And whoa, it's full of steam already. And it's already producing 3 million. Wow, that was, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Oh, whoa, wrong one. Oh, whoops. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, now, oops. That's fine. It'll build up again over time. And we should have, I don't think we'll get, so we're only doing 26 still. We're definitely not going to get 3 million RF per tick going in here because it's not producing enough steam. But we should at least get... why do I have it? I don't even need it dumping excess anyway. That's kind of silly. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so this should get up to 1 million or so, and then we can increase I'll slowly increase the injection rate to make sure we have enough inputs and fuel and everything. But yeah, this is actually working now, and it's kind of the angle that things, yeah, you can't really see very well. If I go down here, you can see it. And yeah, sorry, spider. It's weird that like when you're at the right angle, it disappears. Oh well, anyway, so this is going to be where we put our SPS, and I've been working a little bit on getting everything ready. So I had this guy, the schematic for it set up so that I can, mostly just so I can see the ingredients we need. We need 60 SPS casings, 4 ports, 2 supercharged coils, and a bunch of reactor glass. So all that's pretty straightforward. I have the SPS casings going. I have 64 scheduled, which I think is all we need. So it's 60 casings plus the 4 ports should be all we need. And yeah, this is a bunch of crafting. This is another one that needed... wait, did they need... No, they didn't need... They only needed... Yeah, it needed Supreme frames each. So it was similar to the reactor frames where it needed a bunch of stuff. Wait, what was the other thing it needs? Reactor glass. That should be pretty straightforward as well, right? I don't think I have that done yet. Yeah, I can make more of that. And the other thing that I was working on is out here. I have the area set up. The next thing after we do this... Oh, I have a bunch of quests. Nice. The next thing after we finish... Oh, get out of here. After we finish the reactor, this guy, so is this thing. No, wait, this is the next thing after this thing, I should say, is we're going to start getting into bragging rights. Oh, there's another guy coming. I saw that. Yeah, so in order to get to bragging rights, we need to make the creative world shaper. In order to make these things here, we need the enigmatic tree of life. This thing is ridiculous. It takes a huge... Let me just collect all the rewards. Oh, cool. Carbon. Reprocessed fissile fragment. I don't know what that's good for. Okay. Whoops. But yeah, that thing is redonkulous. So I have somewhere here a schematic cannon, which is what we're going to use for it. This is going to hurt my frames really bad. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. So if I just zoom out, you can kind of see. This is really doing a number on my FPS. So my idea is, if we get down to here, yeah, so when you come out of the main base, you'll see this ginormous tree, like absolutely insanely big tree right there. This is going to be where we put it. And let me put it back in here so I get some frames back. And then, yeah, the ingredients it needs are crazy. So we need 5,000 andesite, 5,500 andesite. I think that's 84 stacks. We need 93 stacks of crystalline dark oak wood, 82 stacks of crystalline flowering Palo Verde leaves, 119 stacks of crystalline oak leaves. Like, this is crazy stuff. So, and if you look at the crystalline... Nope, not that. That's not how you spell it. That's how you spell it. So yeah, crystalline dark oak wood is by lightning, and we need stardust and the orange corundum and 64 dark oak wood. So that's these ingredients, this two and this one is probably okay. I could easily get a stack of stardust, 2 stacks, 64, 100, whatever we need. Dark oak wood I don't have very much of at the moment, so that's going to be yeah, that's going to be challenging to get dark oak wood. Probably we're going to have to go with the phytogenic insulator. Maybe I'll get a whole bunch of them because, yeah, we're going to need stacks and stacks of it. And same with the oak leaves. So it's kind of the similar recipe with a different corundum. And we're probably going to do this the same way with the phytogenic insulator. I have oak wood, but not the leaves. Same with Palo Verde leaves. We're going to have to do that with this thing as well. So yeah, that's going to have to be something we'll set up. But yeah, everything else is like, we just need lots and lots of it. I haven't actually looked at how So the controller itself, you have to do with the rune ritual. I don't know if there's an easy way of setting up the placement of the runes, because that's going to be kind of tricky too. I'm going to have to figure out how to place them all. But then we need mana input ports. Okay, that's all pretty doable now. That's all pretty doable. Luminizer, yeah, that's pretty doable. So yeah, this stuff is doable. I think it's doable anyway. I don't know. But yeah, it's just like a ridiculously huge amount of resources needed. We need... What else do we need? Lots of... Everything else is kind of one or two. Yeah, we need hundreds and hundreds of living rock. We need lots of living wood. We need this stuff. Yeah. We need 5,000 rocky dirt. 2,000 stone. We should have all of this stuff. A bunch of turf. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of quote-unquote fun to put together. And of course, building it is going to be fun. But yeah, I think that's probably where we're going to leave it off for today. This seems to have maxed out at 857,000, which is not that much actually. I'm going to have to play around with the injection rates. I think we could probably get it up to maybe even 50 or so. But I have to make sure that we have all of the, the inputs coming in, and we're not going to run out, because if we run out, it's not a big deal. It'll just turn off, and then we can relight it again because this is already full again. So that's okay if we put it too high and we run out of ingredients, but I'd still rather we don't run out of ingredients. And then yeah, next episode we're going to build this thing, and I don't know, we're probably going to have to get started on the enigmatic tree of life. We'll have to see if there's anything else that we need to do before that. But yeah, that's all we have time for now. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!